Hey, y'all, pray you're having a blessed day. Okay, amen. Somebody, I got a comment about our soil, baby. About soil. They said they went from Georgia, I don't think, but they said that they saw or they learned that the soil down here is sandy.
Right.
And I commented and said that it is sandy, but that's why you get a soil test. You
Right.
get
Sample.
a soil sample to test your soil.
Right.
And that's what Larry did.
Yeah, you get a soil sample, and what happens is the soil sample gonna come back. So what you do is you take samples of your soil up to your local extension office, and they're gonna sample that soil. Yeah, so they're gonna ask you what you're trying to grow. And if you're just trying to do like a garden or whatever, because some plants grow in sandy soil. You could grow some plants in sandy soil. So the first thing is knowing what you're trying to grow, right? Once you come back with your report from the soil sample based on what you're trying to grow, they're going to tell you what you need to do. Let me tell you, if you got sandy soil, this is going to be the easiest solution. Compost. Compost. Just add compost. Just keep adding compost to the soil. The problem with sandy soil is that it don't have a lot of nutrition in it, and it drains moisture really well. So it don't hold moisture. So plants in sandy soil dry out quicker, because if you ever been to the beach, you see sand dry out real fast. So what you want to do with sandy soil is you want to actually add compost in it. And what that compost is going to do is going to, number one, add nutrition. Number two, is going to help it retain moisture. So that's what you want to do. So for back here, this all sandy soil. I got a couple tons of compost added back here. I bought compost and got it added back here. And what's going on with this area back here now is it retains moisture a little bit better than it used to, and it got nutrition in there. Now, when you got sandy soil, you're going to have to fertilize like crazy. You're going to have to add nutrition like crazy because there's nothing in it. It's just sandy soil. But you got some great plants that'll grow in like sandy soil. Sweet potatoes are growing sandy soil. Turnips are growing sandy soil. It's a lot of plants that are growing sandy soil, y'all. And as y'all see, these sweet potatoes are flourishing back here. Flourishing, you know. Look at this okra right here. This okra flourishing. This is a tree. I'm commit myself to just let that grow. I'm not even going to bother this no more. I'm going to let this grow. And the reason why is because somebody I know grew theirs, and it was like a tree. And I'm going to do the same thing right here. I'm going to have an okra tree back here. Truthfully, probably going to have to cut one of them down, maybe two of them. We'll see. I'm going to let them grow, see if they can get tall, big old tall plants back here. I don't even care to get no okra off of them. But at the end of the day, if I want to, I can grow them and get a one of them pods off, and those are seeds, y'all. Use those to plant. But yeah, get your soil sample. Once you get your soil sample.
And where they go to get the soil sample?
Extension office in Georgia. I don't know where everything else. You go to the extension office. I don't know where in any other state, but I know in Georgia we have what they call extension offices. And the UGA, University of Georgia, run the extension offices down here. And you just go in there and take 2 bags. And when you want to get your soil sample, you want to go at a cross motion. You want to go like on that far corner, that far corner, that far corner, that far corner, and go in the middle. Don't get your soil sample out of one spot. Mix it up real good. Mix the dirt up. That's why you want to do 2 for the same spot. And then they're going to ask you what kind of plants you're growing. And if it's just a home garden, or if it's some carrots or something, if you just want a crop you want to grow, then they'll tell you exactly what you need to add to make your soil better. But if you got sandy soil, I'm telling you, the best thing gonna be do just put compost out here. Yeah, get you some really rich compost and just add it. And you gotta add it. And you gotta add it. You gotta add it. You just gotta bring it out here, add it. And what we did was we added, till, add it, till. A lot of people don't believe in tilling, but starting out, you should, I believe, add to their, when you first starting out. Now, you don't want to keep tilling every year. You shouldn't have to till every year. But when you're trying to get the soil right, in my opinion, first getting it right, you're going to have to do a lot of extensive, tough work. So adding compost, tilling, till it get mixed. I take fertilizer and throw it out while I'm doing it too. I till the fertilizer in the soil. And then you got this, man.
This is peppers too.
Yeah, this ain't nothing compared to what it's going to be.
All right, so it is hard to grow a garden in sand because this part of Georgia where we live at, it is sandy. Therefore, you got to go get your soil tested. Okay, amen, somebody. And that's what my boo did. So I pray y'all have a blessed rest of the day. Go do something you have never done so that you can get something you have never gotten. And by all means necessary, always give God his glory. Okay.